These work.
Recording.
Hey y'all, and welcome to Crown Television, where we're all about our crowns and never about them clowns. I'm your host, Terry J, and today I'll be discussing the One More Chance of Love reunion, part 1. Now I say part 1 because it's about to be a lot of parts of this reunion, at least 2 that we know of. Last week they dropped us a mini trailer, and we feel like they're probably going to stretch this out as long as possible. But no worries, let's get into it. The first scene, they're showing just the city. It's a good vibe. It's a long view of the city, which is better than us just seeing the house and everybody in the house fighting and fucking each other up. It looks like we finally got out, like we free, like what's going on, right? And then it shows the production and cameras setting up and everything. And speaking of setup, one of the crew members was talking to the ladies and he was like, congratulations on being the #1 show. And all the girls were just cheering and going, and I was just like, you know, I got my mermaid crown today. No shade, but #1 in what category? Like #1 app, #1 TV show that's not a show on TV, #1 on Ratchet TV, like #1 between who? Love and Hip Hop, like, congrats though. Anywho, they show the girls backstage and they seem to have the girls grouped up. So the first group of girls was Yodeler, BDB, Plastica, Yummy, Karen. They was in the back drinking, turning up. BDB was twerking. They was having a great conversation, and Yodeler was telling the girls that she has her own makeup line and she has other business ventures coming out, and they were congratulating each other and toast, you know, we're the pretty ones and blah blah blah. Then they cut to the other ones slow walking in, you know, for dramatic effect. They walk in and they're just like, so the other group walk in, and in the other group it is Games, Shira, Grandmama, Believable, One Kinda, Cheeks, and Mangina. And they back there drinking and stuff too, but they not turned like the other girls. They just want to know. Mangina in the group, so you know how that's going. He want to know straight up, like, who got a problem with somebody in this bitch? Who got a problem with who? Like, let's get this thing started. Like, he's ready. So they all really come to the conclusion that they all got a problem. Most of them have a problem with Special K. Then they was like, yeah, none of us don't fuck with Special K. And they was just like, acting like she was acting when she was on the show, going, chance, chance, chance. And they was joking her and stuff. So, of course, that's who they're showing next. They show Roly Poly and Special K. Roly Poly got her blue dress on, her blue hair, her blue lipstick. I wore my sky blue today, too. Fuck it. Like, I feel you, Roly Poly. Then Special K, her and Special K are together, and the way they the only two together, grouped off in a whole separate room, just kind of make me feel like they were being vilified. I don't know. I'm not sure. But Special K has some beautiful shoes on. Loved her shoes. Roly Poly was telling them that she only likes Special K and Grandmama. And Special K says that she's mad at Mangina because Mangina keeps getting on social media and calling her Freddy Krueger little sister. He's wrong. And then she admits, and she reveals, I was never here for chance anyway. I was trying to get a bag. Like, really, there's a whole nother inside episode with Special K on a YouTube channel called Maybe Life. Go check it out. It's got like 5 parts, but she revealed everything. Like, she don't give a fuck. Link in description, Maybe Life. Anywho, then Chance arrives backstage, and his brother Micah and, you know, the other crew members are backstage, and he immediately goes in and was like, you know what? I thought I found love, and all I did was find me somebody that's here in these streets. Chance said that he's done with Yummy, and he said the next time, now catch this, the next time we do this, I'm picking my own damn girls. So that kind of let me know like a season 2 is somewhere in the talks. Anyway, so he was like, next time we not picking no hoes that's gonna creep up in my room and start licking and lapping all over me to get my mind all messed up from the gate. You know, he was like, yeah, he found out Yummy is humping every Tom, Dick, and Harry, you know, but mostly Dick. And he said that she's a hoe. He's get calls after call, video after video. And he said to make matters worse, she hasn't even hit him up since the show wrapped up. But gonna hit him up the day before the reunion, talking about come on through. He was like, what? What a loser ass bitch. He was like, I want them bitches out there to beat her up. And then he called himself and he was like, well, I don't condone no violence. I'm just saying sometimes somebody got to get their ass whooped. So I wonder which girl he done told to fuck her up. Anyway, then they show Jocelyn and her co-host. Her co-host is named Janisa Johns. I'm not sure where she's from, but I am going to do some research. I feel like I've seen her face on some other reality show. Can't place it. Anyway, she starts making it about her. Oh, I hope these hoes don't get mad when I start asking them the questions because I'm going to walk them like a dog. You know how she does. And then Chance comes in the room and Jocelyn throws major shade. She goes, Chance, why the fuck you ain't found no love yet? You been looking for love since I was in high school. And Chance like, man, why y'all try to play me? Like, but he let her know he was glad she was there and that he wants her to keep the girls in line because he's very disappointed about how little things is coming out about each girl, and you know he just got a bad bunch. Chance tells Jocelyn that Yummy's a fucking hoe. So then they cut to the stage and the girls are all sitting on the stage and Mangina immediately jumps down Plastica's throat and Plastica goes in on him and calls him Tooth Fairy. Not sure why she thought the word fairy would be appropriate, but she kept calling him Tooth Fairy, probably because he had on this sparkly one-piece frock with like a tutu at the bottom, and he had soft pink hair and sparkles on his eyes, and these big size 15 clear Cinderella shoes. You know, he was popping or whatever, period. So then Jocelyn comes out and Shanisha Johns introduces Jocelyn to the ladies and introduces the ladies to Jocelyn. Something tells me Jocelyn might have picked at some shows, but she won't really in it like that. So they introduce her to the girls on the stage, and the girls on the stage are Games, Grandmama, One Kinda, Mangina, Plastica, Karen, and Secrets. And BDB got some great energy. She's just like, they just like BDB, and she's like, yeah, what's up? Like, she's not bothered. She got her glasses on. She ain't worrying about none of these bitches. She ain't worrying about Chance. She ain't worrying about Jocelyn. She is who she is, and she stays true to who she is the whole time. Like, I fucks with her. Anyway, then, so then Jocelyn starts going off about clout chasing, and Mangina was like, wait, because I don't need no clout, baby. I had clout before I got on the show. Kind of shut Jocelyn up a little bit. I can tell right now Jocelyn don't really know how to take Mangina. And then cut to Chance riding up on his little horse on production, and they got the country western music playing in the background, and he's talking to the horse, whoa, you know, hops off, going over there, you know, and the first thing he says as soon as his foot touched the ground was, I don't like nothing I see in here. Chance already coming with the shade. He already like sick of these females, you know, and I guess the situation that's happened during and after the show. Then Jocelyn says, well, Games, let's talk about the fish. And James was like, what fish? And she was like, I don't smell like fish. I don't know what he's talking about. And then Chance interjects and says, her pussy smelled like Lake Chickamauga. And somebody goes, what? What's Lake Chickamauga? Like, everybody's just, and then he went on. The more Games talked, the more Chance was pissed off. He was calling her fish and chips, all types of stuff. And then he said, don't worry about it. You know, it was a long day. We all had a long day, you know, a little BO. That's what happens after a long day. You know, don't worry about it. But the more he talked about it, the more Games was getting mad. And then she said Chance was sending her text message. And then she alleged that Chance was in the men. And then everybody wants to know, well, you know, where'd that allegation come from? And she says it's because when her and Mangina were both on a chopping block, they chose Mangina to stay and her to leave. And Chance told her, well, I let Mangina stay because he ain't never put stank puss in my face. So that was that. And then she was, when she mentioned him texting her, Chance was just like, look, I watched the show. I felt a little bad for some of the things I said, so I was texting to be nice, like, hey, you all right? You know, just, you know, it wasn't really on no other type of stuff. And then the co-host asked Chance, he said, why did you keep Mangina in the house and get rid of Game? Chance then revealed that Zeus wanted Mangina to stay. And he immediately told Zeus he did not want him there, and they overrode him somehow. Jocelyn asked Mangina, why was he so aggressive to the ladies? And he was just like, I just talk to anybody the way they talk to me. And him and Jocelyn, you know, they had a little bit of exchange, but I guess Jocelyn could see where he was coming from, what he was saying. It just seemed like every time he argues with one of the girls, the other girls just jump in. And so then Jocelyn stops all the conversation and she looks at Chance. She was like, you're not happy right now. You're very sad. Like something, you know, you don't have the same energy you had when we started. And he was like, man, I just really wish I did not let production talk me into letting this man stay. Because you got stupid bitches like this, you know, online or wherever trying to, you know, say that I'm something that I'm not. And then Jocelyn really made me proud. She was like, you know what, you were confident and secure enough in your sexuality to let him stay and not treat him, you know, like a disease or whatever the case is. She was like, it takes a real man to be that secure in his sexuality, and you should be proud of yourself, you know, that because you created a show that all people could be into watching. You got bisexual people there, trans people there, you know, women there, men there. And so, you know, be proud of yourself for that. Then they started to ask Grandmama questions, and they was like, how you doing? And Grandmama had a little sheer leopard dress on, and she had some trendy tights on with a thick black line in the middle of them, some sexy tights. And then she had some peep toe pumps on. She was cute. Grandmama said the ladies just judged her the whole time. And Jocelyn was like, well, let me ask you an honest question. Do you really think you had a chance with Chance? I mean, you really thought that? And Grandmama was like, I thought all of us had a chance, you know, with Chance. Thanks. And she was like, I'm confident, you know, that, you know, who I am, and someday I'm going to find somebody to love me too. But these ladies, they all was judging me.
Thanks. Look at Mangina and Roly Poly, like,
right.
Same shit.
It seems like the ones that were more unlikely to have been a fit were the ones that gave us, you know, our the entertainment and kind of carried the show anyway. She claims that she was judged by the girls, Grandmama, and the girls don't recollect anybody ever judging her. She said she's humiliated that Cheeks was cussing her out. And Jocelyn asked her and said, well, were you a little bit jealous because the ladies are young and they're able to come up there and twerk and you weren't? And she said, you know, no, she wasn't jealous. And Cheeks kept interjecting. And Grandmama said she was upset with the profanity and upset with the twerking. And I just need to know, did y'all not fucking tell her where she was going when y'all took her to damn Chance's house? Y'all must have told her it was something else. I don't know. So Cheeks stood up and she had on this white cheap prom gown. Like, it was just really bad. I was wondering why she decided to wear that instead of, you know, wearing something form-fitting. You know, she's a young, pretty girl. I was like, why do you wear that gown? Anyway, and in white, she was just like, you called me a bitch. And I could see where Cheeks was a little frustrated. This lady is up here playing innocent and playing like everybody was doing her so wrong. And it really seemed like everybody kind of liked her. And Cheeks probably looks like the villain, you know, for being younger and going in with the older lady, but there's a lot of stuff we didn't see. So I understood why Cheeks was a little upset, like, you were disrespectful. We was in an atmosphere to have fun and twerk and drink, and you got mad at me because I was doing those things and I didn't bother you. Like, no. So she walked up on Grandmama, and I was kind of like, I didn't like that Zeus let her get that close to that lady like that. Like, and she stood there for a while. Thank God, you know, she's kind of got a little sense enough not to go run up on that lady, you know. But she was just standing there like in the lady's face, and there was no guard. Like, why y'all? Y'all didn't protect the other ladies from Angina, and y'all not protecting Grandmama from the younger girls that may be more, you know, like, then they started showing clips for the next episode. It wasn't much. I didn't see Yodeler, Yummy, or Special K have their moment. So it kind of made me feel like is this going to be 3 parts? I don't know.
4
but
parts?
Maybe 4. But, so when he was mentioning, next time, comment below, would you guys like to see another season? I would like to see another season, but I wouldn't. If the next season isn't a little different, if there's no challenges or nobody's going on trips or really showing that they know him and having little quizzes and tests about how much they know him, then I don't want to see it and then they win the challenges and don't nobody get no date, don't nobody get nothing. So it don't need to be no yummies up there next time creeping upstairs, sucking dick and making the game over for everybody in the beginning. It need to be fair and square. But anyway, that was my review of One More Chance at Love Season 1 Reunion Part 1. I know that's a lot of subtitles, but work with me here. Anyway, I am Terry J. This is Crown Television, where we're all about our crowns and never about them clowns. Like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all next time.
I gave her my heart, she ain't cherish it. She treated our bonds like a skeleton. Put that in the dirt and she buried it. Now it's for that business, how I carried it. I'm on the track feeling freer than Harriet. You niggas with guns be the scariest. Headshot, turn them to asparagus vegetable. I'm at the door.